Hello and welcome back to another wonderful Dragon Racing League event. We are here at Baku, having ourselves a fantastic start as we are getting underway with some very quick and early qualifying as people are starting to head on out for their first fast laps here. As we will throw on all the information we are going to need. Who's on what? I will throw on some telemetry, that guy, and we do have our full map. So as you can see, we do have a couple people who are going to be sitting out this qualifying. As we did have, sorry, I believe one. Beamer Blunt looks like he had to retire. I'm not sure what happened there. And I believe Mediati has a Qaliy ban, if I remember correctly. As we are back underway. And it looks like we had two, so the Red Devil and Beamer Blunt both unfortunately catching themselves a couple of glitches, sending them into the wall to start the race. Not what you want to see. As our first fast lap has been completed, and we have Mitch with a 1:43.048. And Racer X getting a 1:42 as time start to come on in. Mediati there with his Qaliy ban for this one. After last week, we did have a couple of things. So Mediati has his careless driving, so his Qaliy ban on that one. Knick-Knack Paddywhack will also had also gotten some fun penalties as well throughout, and however he is, I don't believe here today, so he will be dealing with his stuff for next week. As we are underway, we can see with King C-Dot as he is working his way through. The back sector here before the final real turn, before all the little half skippy turns at turn 18, 19, and 20. As the Johnny Damon has now set the new fastest lap at a 1:41.976. And for today, we are expecting very little in regards to any rain. A little bit of cloud cover, but no rain to be expected. Which I know is surprising, because Baku just known for its wonderful rain. As we are with King, he is finished. Gotten himself into P7. Hopped on with, looks like Hayden Rogers having got himself onto a fresh set of soft tires. So he is on his outlap. We have dropped to here as he is about to cross the finish line, as he does go the fastest overall here with a 1:41.143, which is a fantastic flying lap out of him. That will put him into first place. We do have a new reserve driver in B. Schultz, who he is going to be filling in the Williams today. And Mitch here in the Mercedes as he makes his way through the castle section, avoiding all the fun walls as he goes through 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12 on his way down to 13, 14 before the heartbreaking turn 15. Careful to keep it out of that wall, as that wall is known to kind of sneak up on you a little bit. Down turn 16 towards turn 17, and then 18, 19, these very fast right, left, as there was just a random wheel in the middle of the road there. And then down towards turn 20 before the final straight in DRS. As he does get himself into P6. We have Cam Tizzle here, who is on his way as he exits turn 16. He makes his way through a very tight grouping so far. Our top three all in the 141s. Dropped obviously very much flying, as he is about 8/10 up, so he is apparently the Max Verstappen of this one. As we see Cam Tizzle coming to the line, and he is going to get himself up into P8. As we have the Osmanian Devil, and I believe that's Hayden just ahead of him. Hayden is on his flying lap as well. He makes his way through the final corner right there of turn 20 before making his way, throwing open the DRS. It looks like he is going to get himself up into P12. As we can see, the Osmanian Devil there right behind him, as he is going to start his, I believe, his flying lap here as well. His ERS is fairly low for a starting of a flying lap, unfortunately. As we continue through, Drofta still with the 141.143, the fastest so far, though Mitch has the fastest recorded top speed at a 352. We are using a 32 degrees on track temperature and a 25 degrees air temp. So tire wear is going to be the big thing to make sure about. Oh, I don't know who that was. Don't think he's going to be very happy with that Osmanian Devil, as he has the Aston Martin weaving in front of him. Don't know who it was. Was that Racer? It does look like that was Racer X, so I'm not sure if that was him. Okay, it does look like Osmanian Devil is heading into the pits, so doesn't look like too much of a problem there, as Rex gets himself up into P2, 141.576. Great flying lap out of him. We do have Red Mask. I believe he has done a lap, but I believe he invalidated, so unfortunately no time for him so far. We have Ray Ray on his out lap as he is about to get started on a flying lap, and we are going to hop on board the Alfa Romeo of Ray Ray. You get all the way down to third gear, hammer back on the throttle. You want to brake about this gap here. Drop back down to third as you make the left. Get on the power, open the DRS. We're flying down towards turn 3 here, where you have this DRS ramp spot. Now in the trees about there, you want to start braking. on the, take as much of that curb and as much of that curb as you can. Get back on the throttle, get to 5th, slow down to 3rd again for your right-handers of turn 4. And you have this quick little chicane of 5 and 6. Careful to avoid that curb on the right, as it can unsettle the car very easily before you get back on the throttle. Before just braking hard again, trying to make sure you don't cover too much of that curb, as you don't want to get invalidated before the castle section, which can be a little dicey if you don't get it quite right, but it flows real nice if you do get it right. And then you get back on as they've removed the curb on that right-hand side there as you exit out of turn 12. Or just everything you got. Slam down to, again, 3rd to avoid that wall there of turn 15 before heading down to turn 16 where you get back down. It's a lot of all the way down to 3rds and then all the way back ups. And then this is just flat out, pin the throttle, try and carry as much speed as you absolutely can. So you can get yourself a very fast lap out of there. It looks like Racer X has also gotten himself up into P2 with a 141.571. Nice little tight between P2 and P3 as Ray does get himself up into P7. We will be having a sprint race for this one as well. Play as he is on his way through the castle section. Last few cars, it looks like, coming on through. We're in the final 2 minutes here, so anybody who is not out for their hot lap is going to have to be, or their out lap, sorry, is going to have to get going fairly quickly here. As of right now, we have Drofta in P1, Racer X in P2, Rex in, ooh, unfortunately that's going to be the end for Ray as he does collect himself in the wall coming out of into the fast corners there. Did that cause a problem? No, it does not look like it did. But yes, we have Racer X and then Rex in P3, B Schultz in P4, the Johnny Damon P5, Electric Blade in 6, Ray 7, Mitch in 8th, Cam Tizzle in 9th, Tin Man in 10th, Younger in 11th. Now Younger in 12th, King C. Dot in 13th, Hayden Rogers in 14th, the Red Devil in 15th, Wolfberg Tuner in 16th, Mediati in 17th, Red Mask in 18th, and Beamer Blunt in 19th. We do have Red Mask. He is still trying to get his first fast timed lap, as that seems to be having a little bit of an issue, as we see the Williams here of Schultz. As he's on his way, still holding on to that P4. It does look like we did have an incident with, I think that's Hayden there, that has crashed into the castle section. I think that is going to end Schultz's attempt here, but he should get just enough time to be able to harvest a bunch and get his way back going. So he'll probably get one more attempt here. As you can see, the Giant Demon also just behind him, getting himself out there. Drofta, he is underway on his next flying lap here. Makes his way down to turn 3 here. Ooh, just clipped the wall a little bit, but it looks like he's okay. for hitting turn 7 here before 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. As he is gonna get through the castle section all clear, as his teammate unfortunately was not able to there. We'll see where this ends up putting him, as it looks like Racer X is gonna hold on to P3. The Johnny Damon up into P2. Mitch has gone from P8 to P5. So he is able to improve on this time. Does set a purple sector 2. So he's on his way down, so that's going to be a very good, hopefully very good time here for him. You'll see that Johnny Damon was able to get down into the 141 threes. So we do have now the top 7 all in the 141s. As he does get a 141-143. Still holding that best time. We just have a couple people left now. Johnny Damon looks like he's on his flyer. Red Mask unfortunately not going to get a time at all, as he has headed back into the pits, and that will be it. So this will be our last driver. Johnny Damon looking to try and get himself onto pole after a fantastic... Oh, and it looks like, nope, he is not going to be able to get her done. So I'm unsure if that was a causality of the Mercedes in front of him here. And that will be our last driver. So, shortly, once that he gets across the finish line here, there we go. All right, so we will have our starting lineup finalized here, as we do have Drafta in P1, the Johnny Damon in P2, Rex in P3, Cam Tizzle in P4, the Racer X in P5, Mitch in P6, B Schultz P7, Electric Blade P8, Ray Ray in P9, King C Dot in 10, Osmanian Devil in 11th, Tin Man the Rowdy in 12, Younger in 13th, Hayden Rogers in 14th, Red Devil in 15th, Wolfsburg Tuner in 16th, Mediati in 17th, Red Mask in 18th, and Beamer Blunt in 19th. And that is going to be how we will start for today. And while they're getting all their stuff ready, we will quickly bring up... Okay. Quickly bring up our constructor standings here. So we do have Alpine in front with Haas in second, McLaren in third, Williams in fourth, Alfa Romeo in fifth, Aston Martin in sixth, Mercedes in seventh, Alfa Tauri in eighth, Red Bull in ninth, and Ferrari in P10. And then in our driver's standings, we do have the Johnny Damon in first, Cam Tizzle in second, King C Dot in third, Ghost in fourth, Drafta in fifth, Electric Blade in sixth, Hayden Rogers in seventh, Osmanian Devil in eighth, Rex in ninth, Beamer Blunt in 10th, Knick Knack Paddywhack in 11th, Ray Ray in 12th, Racer X in 13, Mediati in 14, Colin in 15, Wolfsburg Tuner in 16, Gas Boy in 17th, Mitch in 18th, Tin Man the Rowdy in 19th, and Red Devil in 20th. right. As we're just going to finish everybody wrapping up. Everybody getting themselves organized, their strategies all set. We'll be going again. And so we will be having a short sprint race here before we will have our feature race afterwards. So we'll have a quick 9 laps here. As we are on the formation lap, there will be no pits necessary, as this will be a quick 9 laps, though it does, interestingly enough, having some people on the mediums. So I'm going to do this right quick. Quite a few on the mediums, a couple on some softs, and King C. Interestingly enough, on the hards. Let's see how that ends up playing out here. Being blunt, obviously on softs, as he is going to try to do what he can to try and make it back to the front. As we now come to the end of the formation lap here, and everyone will be trying to do what they can, try and get as much heat into those tires, as we see a couple guys spinning around, which is obviously not what they're necessarily going to be trying to do. Trying to get in. Ooh, so Ray unfortunately gets himself disqualified. Doesn't really do anything, but does suck all the heat you just put into those tires out. So we make our way down. The last Ferrari getting his way in. As we are ready to go and underway, as we have fortunate incidents going on. But Droft getting himself off to a great start. We do have the Mercedes of Rex able to jump as well. The Johnny Damon has dropped down a few spots, as it did look like he got booted from the session here. As he's tumbling down the order, as the two McLarens able to hop up and get themselves up ahead. Electric Blade making a few moves as well, as we do have Mitch having dropped down a couple spots. Racer X looking like he's trying to make a couple of moves here. Younger having done quite a bit, gets up on the inside there, is able to get himself up into P6. But up front we do have Cam Tizzle and his teammate Rex both trying to hunt down Drafta as he has gotten himself away clean. No real incidents, as it does look like Nidiati has gotten himself disqualified from the session already. I believe he will have, I'm guessing that was partially due to Qaliy. Yeah, I'm unsure what's going on there, as Wolfsburg Tuner is still at the back here as he's making his way up. And Beamer Blunt having made up a couple of spots as I say that, as he goes sliding around the corner. And that is going to end his day as we will have our first safety car. Thankfully, because this is just the sprint, he will be back for the feature race itself, as we now do have our safety car out and running around. Unfortunate start to the day for Beamer Blunt, as he will now be out, and then Red Mask hopping in, he's going to get himself onto some mediums. Sorry, onto some softs, as he will now be at the back of the pack. Unfortunately, that will be the end for him. Mediati will also be done up until we are back underway with our full feature race here. Should be coming in fairly shortly when it comes to the safety car here. Not sure they're going to do another lap, because that would be all together now. I'm pretty sure the intervals there are a little off. I think anybody is 2 minutes behind. It does look like we're going to have a safety car for one more lap here. Rather unfortunate, because we probably could have gotten going. We'll most likely be back underway right away here after this last lap. There we go, and our timing things have all figured themselves out. So, while having 9 laps, 3 of which are going to be under, well, 2.5 are going to be under safety car. Hopefully we can get back underway and finish up the sprint race weekend. Still think we definitely needed the addition of rain for Baku. I think that would have made this race just a little bit more entertainment for everyone involved. Just that little tiny bit. Just cause. Cause chaos. As we make our way through the high speed sections of turns 13, 14, and then down into turn 15. So hopefully be back underway fairly shortly. It should be, there it is, yeah. So safety car will be in this lap, so we will have Drofta start to really pack up the field as everyone's going to try and put as much heat into their tires as they can. This is going to be one of the more interesting spots to have to deal with backing up the field, because obviously you need the safety car to be all the way into the pit lane before you can actually pass it. But at the same time, because there's no real final corner, you really have to back up the field and hope you can get a clean getaway without anybody else really reacting properly, because you're on a dead straightaway. As it looks like we are back underway, Drofta having the lead here, but Rex right behind him, as it looks like Electric Blade trying to make a move on the outside there of Cam Tizzle. A couple of places, as it looks like Mitch is able to get past the Johnny Damon. Cleanly making our way through P2, or turn 2, and heading down to turn 3. There's a couple guys looking once again, as Electric Blade was able to pass Cam Tizzle. Now he is currently dealing with Racer X right behind him, as Osmanian Devil has had, looks like a little bit of an issue, as we do lose another one, as we do end up losing Bush. Though Osmanian Devil is able to be ghosted as Hayden Rogers get through. And that will be our VSC, as Osmanian Devil trying to get himself back underway here, with Rex having taken over from Drofta just beforehand. This is going to be a very interesting battle between these two, as they're both very quick. It's just going to come down to who's able to kind of hold on more. Obviously, we have not had our DRS called out yet. It does look like we have a couple of penalties to Red Mask and to Osmanian Devil, as now we have our full safety car going to come out instead of just the VSC. Well, we are off to a fantastic start. As we are going to have a bunch of people now pitting for fresh tires. As it looks like Osmanian Devil has made his way around to the pits, and he is also done. So, 3 DNFs, 1 disqualification as of now. On lap 5 of 9, so we've got about 4 laps. This will come in. I'm gonna guess lap 7. We'll get 2 laps of actual racing, and if I'm Drofta, a little annoyed, because that's going to be a frustrating and difficult way to try and have to overtake somebody right now. as the rest of the field looking to catch back up, as we have a couple of stragglers just a little bit behind. As we're waiting for this next, I guess, safety car to finish up, we can quickly mention our next race for next weekend. We'll be heading to the US for Miami on August 13th here, which will be a very exciting, very quick race, I'm fairly sure. And it does look like Mitch does have himself a time penalty. Unsure what happened there, but we do have that. So we will be heading, yes, to Miami for next week. Our safety car should be coming in this lap here. Everybody is caught up. We'll start lap 7 for a quick little 3-lap shootout. And I swear to goodness, we get another safety car. I'm gonna have words with y'all. So hopefully we manage to keep this next little bit clean. Safe. Free of crashing. Like I said, so safety car in this lap as we are going to be back underway with Rex as our proverbial safety car. That is 2 safety cars so far. We have a max 5 per race, so let's not test that, preferably. Rex trying to get his tires all nice and heated up as he is going to be able to go whenever he feels like it. And there he goes. He is taken off. Everybody following suit, and it looks like, let's see if we can get through turn 1 here all nice and clean. And so far so good. It looks like Hayden Rogers has gotten himself past as well. As we can see, Rex in the lead. Hayden Rogers and the Red Devil both dueling it out. So far, Hayden is able to hold on for now. Let's see Mitch getting past Wolfsburg, and ooh, there it is. Yep, that's going to cause some problems. So it does have a couple of cars turn sideways. That one with Wolfsburg, I'm not saying that was caused, but he was definitely helped along that turn. As we do have a little bit of a gap forming behind Racer X to Ray Ray of about 1.5 seconds. As Rex still holding on to his lead over Drofta as he gets a little sideways, and then we do get a DNF caused by King C-Dot here going into the castle section. As it looks like he had a little bit of an incident, and that is going to end his day. As now Wolfsburg also trying to get everything going. Looks like he didn't get any damage to his wings. That's at least a bonus. And we do have Rex on his way as he is going to be trying to fight off Drofta as best he can as gets a little close to the wall, but he is able to keep it out and continue. Now he's going to be giving Slipstream to Drofta here, as these two are very close together. Drofta goes to the outside, as he does set the fastest lap on those mediums, but Rex is able to kind of hold on to it. Drofta not going to give up there, as he is really going to be pushing. Oh, as unfortunately Rex gets a little sideways coming out of there, but he is able to continue as he kind of made it real tough for Drofta to get by. He's going to take a look to the outside before trying to make a dummy move, but unfortunately just nothing there. He does get a much better exit, but unfortunately just not quite able to take advantage of it. They make their way down into turn 5 and 6 here. As Drofta does get a little sideways, but he's able to keep it. Rex and him both pushing very tight as it's going to come down. Make our way through into the castle section here. And see who's going to get a better exit into turn 12, out of turn 12 here. Drofta taking a little shallower line. He is not, unfortunately, going to be able to get that better exit as Rex is underway. He pulls away, just opening a little bit of a gap, though Drofta seems to have a little bit more front end, or front top line speed. Obviously, this is going to be a big exit to come out of turn 16 here. This will be the big cruise. He does get a little bit of that curve on the left-hand side, and I don't think that's going to help him getting out of there. So it looks like we do have an incident with an Alpha Tower, or Aston Martin of Racer X, as he has dropped down the order. I think he went a little sideways, probably clipped a little bit of that curve. Those guys are going to all file past him. Drofta really trying to use that slipstream, just unable to get anything, but now he is going to have DRS, and this could be a little change in coming up here. He takes a look to the inside, not going to find anything there. We're going to have DRS coming up right away. So there is that DRS. So Mitch just set a fastest lap in the Mercedes, so he's going to have to go around the outside here. This is going to be tricky as they are going to go too wide into turn 3. Able to do so as Rex now has been passed as they come to turn 4. I'm sorry, yeah, turn 4 before going down to 5 and 6 now. Rex going to have to really be pushing this very hard, as I believe this is, as yeah, he looks like he is going to be not getting as good exits as Drofta seems to be coming out of some of these really slow corners. He's able to keep it safe going through the castle section here. Well, a little lower down, we do have Hayden really trying to get past Red Devil as well as his teammate up in front. Looks like we do have lost Racer X as well, as he is DNF in the Sector 1. Hoping to get a good exit here, as he's got the 2 Alfa Romeos of Ray and Red Devil right ahead of him, and he's going to be hoping he can do whatever he can to try and swing past him. Unfortunately for him, Red Devil will also have DRS once they get through. We're going to have to figure out which the best direction to go, as he's going to have a weird slipstream as they can kind of almost form a little bit of a wall. As he's going to catch Ray, and it looks like he, unfortunately, was not able to catch him. 4 hundredths of a second, or 45 hundredths of a second. And Mitch going to get a 5-second time penalty for not serving a penalty. That will drop him down to P11. So we do end up with Drofta, Rex, Electric Blade, Cam Tizzle, Red Devil, Ray, Hayden Rogers, Tin Man the Rowdy, the Johnny Damon, Red Mask, Mitch Younger, and Wolfsburg Tuner is going to be finishing up. Red Bull in the mud around the worst track in the game. It's been a rough one, for sure. And driver of the day is going to go to Red Devil there. Alright, and as you can see, so Drofta is going to finish in P1 and get himself 8 points. Rex in P2, Electric Blade P3, Cam Tizzle P4, Red Devil in P5, Ray Ray in P6, Hayden Rogers in 7, Tin Man the Rowdy in 8, the Johnny Damon, I believe he is in 9th, Red Mask, then Mitch in 11, Younger in 12, Wolfsburg Tuner, and then we have the Racer X, King C. Osmanian Devil, B. Schultz, Beamer Blunt, and Mediati all not finishing the race. And this will lead us to the next event of our day with the feature race. As we will allow everybody to load on in here. Alright, and we are back with our formation lap for the race. As we do start out with Drofta, then Rex, then Electric Blade, Cam Tizzle, Red Devil, Ray Ray, Hayden Rogers, Tin Man the Rowdy, the Johnny Damon, Red Mask, Mitch, Younger, Wolfsburg Tuner, Racer X, King C. Tasmanian Devil, B. Schultz, Beamer Blunt, and then Mediati. So we are expecting a medium and then soft here, as we do have 26 laps around Baku. We'll see hopefully many of them under green flag conditions. Hopefully. So it looks like we have a couple on hard, some mediums, a couple softs kind of floating around. So it looks like quite a few people going either medium hard or hard medium. We do have the soft as well, or I guess they could be going hard softs, but I guess we'll have to figure it all out. As we are back underway here in Baku with Drafta. I have no idea why that's the angle they wanted to go with, but Rex trying to take the inside as he's going to get ahead of Drafta here. As we have already lost one with a DNF. That's going to bring up a caution. Oh, we are not going to, as Rex was able to get himself out to a flying start, as he now is in P1. We have Electric Blade making a move up the inside of Drafta, or sorry, on the outside of Drafta, going around the corner. He is able to fight him off, but Drafta now losing the inside line. Ooh, that couple little touches there, as Electric Blade is able to make his way up into P2. Cam Tizzle coupled back now as he has Red Devil ahead of him. Drafta dropping to P3 as well. Looks like a kind of a single file line as we make our way through. But it does look like we have lost Hayden Rogers already out of turn 3 there. Sure, not the start he was wanting, as Red Mask has now also had an issue, and that'll be a VSC going through the castle section. As looks like we have lost him, and that will be, yes, our VSC for our first lap. So we have now had 2 DNFs right quick here. Rather unfortunate start for Hayden and Red Mask. We are back underway here with Rex still in the lead. Electric Blade not wanting to give up at all, as he is right hot on the tails of Rex here within that half second. We don't have DRS yet, so Rex going to do what he can to try and get himself out of that DRS range. As we do see another caution flag, as it looks like Wolfsburg having himself a little bit of an issue getting around turn 2 there. He is all good and underway again, as Mitch makes his way past the Johnny Damon. We have this little clump of guys here that can get a little interesting very quickly. As the Johnny Damon, so ooh, as we get a big bump there out of younger And I think that was the Osmanian Devil as well. That was an interesting little bump, but they both seem to have come away still functional, still driving. With Electric Blade still on the hunt here of Rex. If they make their way through down to turn 15 here. And we'll see if we are able to get... is going to be trying to catch, though. It does look like Electric Blade able to get himself past Rex this long straightaway. If you have any form of speed coming into it, and that little slipstream can be absolutely massive. It looks like Drafta having set the fastest lap with a 1:45.6. We do have Osmanian Devil with one warning so far. Beamer Blunt, we're not going to show him. We're going to try and avoid giving him any form of the curse, since he needs a little bit of luck, but he has gone up from P19 all the way to P12. So he's having a much better start to this race as we are on lap 3. Knock on wood. No issues, real issues so far. As we make our way through the castle section, we do have also Drafta not far behind these two. Kind of sniffing around, seeing what's going on, as he's going to start to put a little bit of pressure on Rex. As Electric Blade is starting to pull away just a little bit. We do have Younger being put under pressure by his teammate in Beamer Blunt. He is also trying to chase down the Osmanian Devil, so good little battle brewing here. Osmanian Devil obviously on those little bit softer tires, so they should heat up a little quicker and he'll have a little more speed coming out. Looks like the Johnny Damon having made his way past, and Drafta getting a fastest lap of a 1:45.447. Not far behind him, Electric Blade with a 1:45.714. As he is still holding on, as Rex and Drafta look to be hunting him down as best they can here. So we have the Alpha Tauri, McLaren, and Haas all 1, 2, 3. Red Devil a little ways back, just outside, as it looks like we do get another caution of, I think that's Beamer Blunt having sent himself around. Ooh. As he has lost his front wing, he's going to get a 5-second time penalty as well for a severe collision, and that's going to bring out our first safety car of the day. We made it about 3 more laps than we did in the sprint race. Try and get ourselves, or till we got ourselves our first safety car. I believe, curious if Beamer Blunt's going to be able to serve his penalty in this. I don't think so. He is going to come in though, because he is missing a chunk of... Oh, okay. Not sure what's going on back here. As our Ray has come into the pits, as has a Younger. And I believe Beamer Blunt is going to be coming in. I'm curious though if he's going to try and serve this penalty here. We also have King C-Dot in here and Racer X as well. He is going to serve his penalty here. Will clear his penalty. So he will have cleared his penalty onto some nice hard tires. We'll have one more lap with our safety car. So with that, we can discuss Baku. It is the 4th longest circuit on the F1 calendar. Newly 4th, used to be 3rd. It is newly 4th as Las Vegas will have a longer track lap. One lap of the circuit is just over 6 kilometers, 3.73 miles for those who are from other places that don't know how to use kilometers. It is, yes, 4th after Spa, Jeddah, and Las Vegas. 20 corners, a good chunk of them, not real corners. They're that high-speed corner. First race was in 2016. It is an anti-clockwise layout, which is not the most common. It's still quite fantastic. It will also has formerly held the GP2 circuit series in 2016. Lap record, the Formula 1 lap record is held by Charles Leclerc with a 1:43.009. Set that in 2019. The F2 is a 1:53. Isaac Hajar, and then well known to Formula 1 driver or fans as the former Alfa Romeo driver in Antonio Giovinazzi. Or I'm wrong. I am wrong. No, he did drive in Formula 1. Or yeah, Alfa Romeo or Sauber at one point. He has the record for the GP2, 1:54.7. And it looks like safety car will be in this round, so we are going to be back underway. As we have about 20 laps left here. And looks like there we go, back underway with Electric Blade, as he is now going to have a lot of pressure very fast, as we do have... Oh, no, okay, no one had any issues. Hopefully we can get through turn one nice and clean. It looks like a couple people going a little wide. I think Racer X had himself a little bit of trouble getting through there. It does also look like, I think, was that Cam Tizzle who was way outside? Yeah, he is cutting off the inside. So it looks like the Johnny Damon trying to make a move all around the outside here as we go too wide coming out of turn 3. And they're still good to go, but the Johnny Damon does make himself, get himself by. Rex is able to hold off Girafta, as Girafta had tried to make a move on the outside here. Now Girafta also dealing with the Red Devil, as he is very all over his rear diffuser here, as they make their way towards the castle section. Johnny Damon really trying to get caught up as well. It looks like Tasmanian Devil getting passed by Younger going into the castle section, which is a little scary to have done, but he managed to do it. And Schultz having made up a few positions as well. Wolfsburg Tuner slowly making his way back up too, as he gets past Mediati. And up into a P15. We do have a VSC now, as Ray Ray has a severe collision with King C-Dot. Unsure what happened here. And that will bring out the full safety car. And that will be our second safety car of the day. And a bunch of people are going to jump into the pits now. Probably try and hop onto some hards if they weren't already on hards. And with that, Drofta will inherit the lead on those hards, I believe, as Rex and Electric Blade have both come in. Now, Rex going on to some sauce is very interesting. Obviously, the assumption that there's going to be a couple more safety cars, which understandably so, as we are with our second one in 8 laps. So he's going to hop onto some softs and really hope to kind of, I guess, get as close as he can to the front, so that when Drofta has to come in for new tires, he can also be coming in at the same time and not be having too many issues. And with safety car number 2, amazingly having only lost 2 drivers so far in Red Mask and Hayden Rogers. We do have a couple in the pits as well. Ooh, as the Ferrari of Mediati just able to come out ahead of Ray Ray. Hopefully we will have racing starting back up again soon. As we are on our way through turn 14, sorry, as we head down to turn 15. And hopefully have our safety car coming in this lap, or if not, it will be the next one. As it will be safety car in this lap here. And Drafta will become our more or less safety car as we head down a very, very long straightaway. We are back under green, heading down into turn 1. As you can see, a couple guys trying to make moves. Beamer Blunt is able to get himself past Wolfsburg Tuner. Pischel's also able to get up to P5. You can see, ooh, we do get a caution as, oh no. Oh, that's going to be problems as, I believe that's Rex having an incident, Electroplay getting a penalty for hitting Mediati, Beamer Blunt getting disqualified because he backed up to allow someone else to move, and somehow that is just a caution flag. We have lost Rex and Beamer Blunt now. And we're gonna have Electric Blade. It looks like no, Mediati is fully attached still. I believe Ray Ray is also fully attached, but Cam Tizzle missing his front wing as well as we continue up King C Dot. I'm sure this will be. This will be interesting real quick in the Discord, for sure. The Beamer Blunt DQ I highly disagree with, but we'll see. As King C Dot gets through Tin Man, literally. As Tin Man had a little bit of a connection issue, ghosted, and then Idle's allowing a Racer X to make his way through as the Johnny Damon also gets past Mitch up ahead. Beamer Blunt has also now finished up. Schultz is getting past Tin Man as well. And we do have a caution, as I believe that's Tin Man having himself just a little bit of a problem trying to get it going here. But he is still going forward. Now Electric Blade and Cam Tizzle both coming in for new front wings. Schultz on the hunt of Racer X here. unfortunately having a little bit of issues trying to catch back up. But Racer X now trying to go after King C Dot as he is hoping to get a little bit of DRS here. He's starting to reel him in, using as much of that slipstream as he can. The DRS going to be enabled, so he unfortunately will not get it coming through to the line this time. He will, however, just need to stay within. So Mitch now, he's going to try and take a late braking move as they get real close, but they are able to get through side by side, him and the Johnny Damon. There's a little bit of racing there. Now Mitch having to back down just a little bit. As he's able to slide to the outside. He's going to have to go around the long way as they get a little close together, and that's going to be the front wing of Mitch as Younger gets connected as well, and Mitch just retired. And that's going to bring out a caution flag, and I don't know if a safety car is going to come out, as it looks like he is gone. Younger having some issues now as he goes sideways, and he gets plowed into by the Johnny Damon, which then leads to someone else. I think that's Racer X having issues and plowing into the back of him. He is now missing a front wing as well. And Younger having his own issues. He is back underway, but he is also missing a front wing. I wasn't sure as Osmanian. No, Osmanian Devil still has his. And King C-Dot is also good. Younger going to retire there. Is that... No, it looks like that's not going to bring out a full safety car either. So we're all continuing there as we seemingly have now lost, I believe, the top... Or we've lost now 6 drivers. 5 drivers? But Electric Blade, he is right up on Tin Man the Rowdy as he is trying to catch the front group here. Tin Man on a little bit newer tire, literally 1 lap newer, but he is on the mediums, not the soft, so... As we can see, Racer X and the Johnny Damon both coming in for new parts. Is able to get his way past using this long straight. He does have DRS, so he's going to try and open as much of a gap as he can heading into into turn 1 here. So he knows that after coming out of turn 2, you're going to have that DRS all the way down to turn 3. As Camtazel has started to close up on the Johnny Damon. Racer X has gotten in there, and Drofta having retired after looks like having an issue, and the Red Devil, and now we've lost King C-Dot. And, oh, okay, yep. Somehow Osmanian Devil not dead after that. That's interesting. And no safety car. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ray Ray's all good as we just lost our top 3. Going through the castle section, as it looked like Drofta got himself tangled up there, and that sent them around, and let's go another 3. As Schultz makes his way up in to P3, so he will now be on the podium, as Mediati is trying to hold on to his position, as we have now lost half the field here. So everyone in the race as of right now, as long as you finish, you're getting yourself points. There's Ray Ray coming up as he is trying to catch the Osmanian Devil. Electric Blade in the Alpha Tower. He set a fastest lap of 1:45.331. Electric Blade. He's trying to reel in the Johnny Damon as they're fairly close to Racer X as well. And Electric Blade obviously having just set the fastest lap there. Getting nice and close to the Osmanian Devil here, as he's going to have DRS coming through very shortly here. Tries to make a move up the inside, and it looks like he is going to get the move done. They're going to fight it out all the way through down here as we get nice and close to each other, but Osmanian Devil able to get himself up ahead again. Let's see. Dueling it out here as the Johnny Damon has gotten himself past Mediati here. Going into turn 3 there before getting to turn 4. Heading down to the chicane of turn 5 and 6. And Mediati having Electric Blade right behind him here. So he's also going to now have to deal with that very quickly and right away, as Electric Blade has been having a fantastic, very fast race. Had a couple of incidents there, but for the most part, looks to be, ooh, this is an odd spot to go too wide. But it manages to work out as Electric Blade is able to take the position. As Tin Men getting right up on the back of Cam Tizzle as they make their way through the castle section as well. Cam Tizzle able to hold on. You can see Ray really going to be trying to make a move as he makes his way out here. He is going to have DRS more than likely, as it looks like, yep, he will have passed the detection zone. Well, Osmanian Devil making a lot of moves here. And it looks like Ray is able to make that one stick. As Racer X and... oh, is he? I was like, what? As Schultz trying to get into the pits there, as he is on some 4-lap-old mediums. Allowing some people to get by him here, as we do have the 2 Alpines with 2 and 3. However, Ray getting a fantastic jump, and he has actually opened and gotten out of DRS. So it looks like a little bit of an incident here. Oh, this is... okay, he's in that spot. He is able to continue, so we're all good here. As Schultz going to be able to slide past and stay in P8 here. Racer X, he is trying to catch the Johnny Damon just up ahead here. Racer X having the fastest lap of the 145 197. Blade has hopped into the pits here. Ooh. The Aston Martin there of Racer X getting a little out of shape. Allowing the Johnny Damon back ahead of him. Racer X obviously not gonna go away very easily here, as he's going to do what he can to try and reel him back in. Ray has opened up a 5-second lead now. About 5.3 seconds. As they make their way down into the castle section. Racer X unfortunately looks like he might be losing out on the DRS range as well. And now Osmanian Devil trying to reel in Tin Man. Slightly newer mediums here. As he takes a quick peek to the inside, decides against it heading into the castle here. As Schultz able to get past Mediati. So we get a quick caution in Sector 2. It looks like we are all good to go now. As Osmanian Devil is going to be hoping for a DRS range coming out of turn 20 here. Let's see if he is able to really utilize it, as he is going to be coming up and touching the zone. Here it is. Without even getting it yet, he is going to be flying past it. Really make a little bit of touch. Racer X having himself a little bit of an incident, as it looks like he has lost his front wing as well and his front tire, so that will take out another one. Hopefully everybody is able to get through that without any issues, as it looks like yes we are. And the Osmanian Devil making his way past Tin Man the Rowdy. Osmanian Devil also able to get his way past Mediati here as well. And now he is going to have to do a little bit of work trying to catch up to Schultz. He's got himself a little bit of work to catch Cam Tizzle. Everyone's kind of fairly spaced out now. I think this is the closest duel we've got on track, other than Tin Man trying to catch Mediati here as well. We'll see if he's able to do it on the next long straightaway. Gets through, we'll throw open the DRS. And he will slide on by Mediati here as well. Probably ding up a little bit of his front wing. Yeah, maybe not. Mediati not wanting to let this one go. So he's putting a little bit more effort trying to fight back. And speaking of fighting back, the Johnny Damon starting to get himself back into DRS range here of Ray. He is on newer, soft or medium tires, trying to chase down the older, hard tires. So he is going to be getting DRS for sure, and it looks like Ray Ray just trying to hold the inside line, make it just a bit tougher, but that DRS is very powerful going around this last down that straightaway, as the Johnny Damon is able to get himself up into P1. And Ray Ray trying to chase him down here. Just keep in touch as he's going to now have DRS right there. We go. Johnny Damon taking a nice defensive line, trying to block the inside. Moving outside to break here. Oh, as he turns too early and smashed his front wing. And that is going to be a little bit of an issue here, as he's kind of stuck in position. He's just to let a couple of cars go by, but he's able to continue, not cause too many issues. Keep it clean as his teammate in the other Alpine, Tasmanian Devil, trying to make his way through. And more than likely this is going to be a very quick pit stop as he moves out of the way to allow his teammate to go on by. Obviously with that broken wing, this section is going to be a little tricky. So be careful as we do have Wolfsburg Tuner in the pits here. He is able to make it through. We do have Schultz trying to now. He's getting nice and close to Cam Tizzle here as well. Oh, as Cam Tizzle gets a little slidey coming out of turn 15 there. And kind of moves aside as Schultz goes right through. Sure if that was a tactical thing, as now he's going to have DRS coming out and the slipstream, and that'll help keep him because he obviously didn't have the speed to fight him going into it. So we'll see if he tries to take the position back very quickly here, as he does have DRS open. And is he going to go on the inside? He does take a move to the inside, takes a look, decides against it, decides to just slide on back. As, yeah, there it is, the Giant Damon heading into the pits here. He's going to hop onto softs as we are in our final 6 laps. 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go, sorry. As we make our way on by, Cam Tizzle doing what he can to try and reel him back in, but it looks like he might have lost a little bit too much time coming through. As he is now out of DRS range. Oh, it does look like we've lost the Tasmanian Devil as well going into the castle section. So he is now crashed out, so that will leave us with 8 drivers to finish this off. I think at this point we have hit our capacity of safety cars, so we are gonna be safety car list for the rest of this race. As Wolfsburg Tuner making his way up into P8 now. As we now have officially lost, I believe, the full 10. The 11 now? Yeah, we've lost 11 drivers so far. And with 5 laps to go here, we'll see who is able to make it through to the end in one piece. As we do have Ray Ray on his 16-lap Old Hearts. Easy, getting a little squirrely coming out of turn 15, but all in all, still continuing. It looks like the Johnny Damon, though, setting himself a purple sector 1. So let's hop, as he does get past Mediati. Hop on with the Johnny Damon, see if he's able to set a couple of sectors in purple. As he does a 36.834 through sector 1, he's going to see... Oh, and... Oh, yeah. He's coming through just about to the end of sector 2 here. That will be a purple sector 2, 42.526. As he is going to try to get fast this lap, get that extra point. Of 43.986, so an absolutely flying lap out of the Johnny Damon there, as he amazingly did not get a purple sector 3 there. He did a 24.626. Or sorry, 24.625. But he does get the fastest lap by a pretty good margin, actually. Looks like outside of him, no one else has been even in the 44s. So great lap out of the Johnny Damon here. So he is now in P5. Makes his way through to the castle section. Let's see what he is able to kind of put together here. Another person really with a chance to try and set a faster lap, strictly because he's on very new soft tires, is Tin Man. But I don't think he's going to be trying to go for it. As we hop on board, actually, let's hang out with Wolfsburg for a little bit there, as he makes his way through up into P8, having started, I believe, in P13. He's made up a few spots here. There's Tin Man, as he is getting a... Did have a pretty solid lap for himself, I believe. He should be going on his pseudo faster lap here. See if he is able to beat his own personal fast lap with 146.892. As he is coming up on Mediati. Makes his way through. He is going to come on through to on the front straight here. See if he's able to. It looks like he did have a green sector 1. Unable to get a green sector in Sector 2, but he was kind of dueling it out with Mediati there. Now he's in clear air. See if he's going to be able to get himself through. When he just missed it, he did have a... I think it looked like he just missed, unfortunately. Yeah, I wasn't able to get a green Sector 3 either, unfortunately. But, still a great lap out of him. As we come in to our final lap here, with Ray with about a 4-second lead, as it looks like. Oh, was it that? The Johnny Damon gets himself a little... Oh no, that looks like it could be 2 drivers there. Johnny Damon having himself a little bit of an incident. He is missing an end plate. Cam Tizzle can't see what he is now missing. Oh. Oh, and... Oh, okay. Yep, that's going to be... And there goes Cam Tizzle, so he is going to retire now. As he also took off the Johnny Damon, the rest of his front wing there. And I'm pretty sure Johnny Damon's got a premium on front wings at this point as we come into the final lap with the last 7 of our drivers here, with Ray about a 2-second gap. Ooh, as he fishtails a little bit out of turn 6 there, making his way into the castle section. He is going to have Wolfsburg right ahead of him. He is able to get through there nice and cleanly. Oh no, as he does smash his front wing. Oh, this could get interesting now. So both him and Bush both don't have front wings. So we're going to see who's able to sort of fight with whatever they've got left. As Schultz having newer medium tires. It looks like that is it. Ray is going to drop back very far here. So he's going to try now to do what he can to basically just finish. As Electroplate... Oh, he was so close. I'm assuming he got a little squirrely coming out of the chicane there, as that might be sort of the end of his day. As Schultz does get the win in his debut with the Dragon Racing League, with Ray coming up in P2, Tin Man following up in P3, Johnny Damon gonna cross in P4. There it is. Mediati in P5. Electric Blade was so close. And he will finish P7, but a DNF'd P7, and Wolfsburg Tuner looks like he's going to come through to finish in P6 as we end up losing more than half the field here. As here comes Wolfsburg Tuner to finish out the day in P6. All right, as we finish it up, Schultz going to finish in first. Ray Ray's going to be in second, and Tin Man the Rowdy in P3, and that will be our podium. And with that, we'll quickly go over the results of the race. So, Schultz going to finish in P1, Ray Ray in P2, Tin Man the Rowdy in P3, the Johnny Damon will finish in P4, Mediati in P5, Wolfsburg Tuner in P6, and that's the end of who finished. After that, we have Electric Blade, Cam Tizzle, Osmanian Devil, Racer X, King C. Red Devil, Drofta, Younger, Mitch, Rex, Red Mask, and Hayden Rogers and Beamer Blunt all going to DNF. So that race is over. We head to a much better Miami for next week. So hopefully we'll have a little easier time trying to maneuver our way through. But we'll quickly bring up that. Let's see who we have awaiting. Although not sure we're going to have too much coming in here. This was it was a rough one for us today. Yeah, this was a lot of crashing, a lot of rough times. I don't think Eddie was really gonna want to talk about how that one went. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna talk next week. We might chat with some for next week in about this race, but for the most part, it was an ugly one. Hopefully we have a little bit of a time in Miami, as it is going to be a little different of a track, less castle section, less problems that way, hopefully. But I will probably wrap this one up, as yeah, the Discord's going a little crazy with all the conversations. So thanks for coming on by, everybody. We will be back, like I said, in Miami for the next race here. Hopefully Mitch didn't just retire. Yeah, I saw that afterwards, that there was I saw you get bumped, and then you were still in one piece. So I was like, oh, I didn't. And then I'd moved on to like the next clip, and then I saw what you had mentioned afterwards, that someone else hit you from behind after. So rather unfortunate day. Like I said, we're probably just going to kind of hope this one goes away and not talk about it again. So oh, brutal. Anyways, have a great one. We'll see you guys next week in Miami. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll hopefully catch you on the next one. Have yourselves a great rest of your weekend. And hopefully we'll see you around. Later.